Alright, there we go. Got it started. Thank you for joining me. I was working on science, I suppose, last I remember. Alright, white science is backing up. I believe it's... You're the one I moved over for that? Yes, and you seem to be going decently enough. Okay. Wait, what is that doing over there? Okay, that's iron ore. Something. Uh, right, I'm still gotta do the yellow and the purple. Let's do ugh, ugh, ugh. Purple? Purple first? Hold on, or yellow first. Hold on. What am I doing down here on this side? So looks like I was planning to do this over here on this side. And I need a consistent. Oh, I need way more stone, don't I? Hold on. This thing. So I need 7.5 stone. Well, I'm not gonna keep this going forever, so the answer is yes. Eventually I need to get some stone done over here. So, man, I did not pick a good spot. I just don't have a good spot in general. Oh yeah, I got cliff explosives going. 12 minutes on that. And then after that, I was doing liquefaction, one thing of productivity, military 4, artillery, logistics 3. Which I need the purple for. Okay. I need yellow for this. Okay, let's actually cut this stuff out. Let's be a little bit more planned about this. So, we don't have purple set up yet. Or yellow. So let's get the stuff I can get going right now, and then we'll get purple and yellow up. Okay. So let's get purple and yellow up. Is this enough? Hold on. We gotta go up to this level so I can do all of this. This is slightly more. Slightly not enough electric engines, but slightly more of these, which I think you're the one that needs them. Yes, okay. So Control X, we want this over here. We want this over here. So first off, let's see. We're making yellow, it looks like. Okay, so all the purple stuff, which is this as well. No, just this. Okay. So let's cut you out and place you somewhere for notation at the moment. I guess right here. I need you for yellow. Okay, so we don't need the rails yet, or the production modules, or these. Okay, or no, we do need the blue circuits. Okay. Okay. So we need these, and these. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this set up first, because this is going to be the easiest thing to do. So we need the electric engines, which need slightly under, but I think that's slightly over because you need 0. Yeah, I'm going to assume this is fine. Okay. So we need green chips and we need lubricant, which we don't have lubricant. To get to lubricant, I need to okay. We make it from heavy oil used and produced by okay, so simple will produce 50 heavy oil. Oh, that should produce plenty of lubricant, probably. Oh yeah, plenty of lubricant. We don't even need to go full out on lubricant. Okay, so let's move this down here for now. Okay. So we just need 6 of these. So that's the closest I could do. Or do I want to do... Well, let's put that down at the moment. We're going to need engines. Okay, so we have engines and circuits. So we need the circuits. Okay. And we're going to bring in lubricant somehow. How much... What is your actual rates you need it for? Oh, I can collapse you into a single line. Yeah, that's excellent actually. Okay. And then we can pull green chips up from here down, collapse them here. Okay. Your output is very slow. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I want you a little bit further. Right there. Yeah. Well, actually, no, because I need to be able to put you out, so... Okay, let's... Then we're probably going to do the same here. And... Oh. If I put it here, that'll work, but right there it won't. Well, actually, I could do something silly here. And do that. Which will allow me to do this, at least. Well, no, that's a bit too silly. Let me think. Okay, so... I also need to bring it through, so we'd have to bring in... Oh, instead of doing one of these weird stuff, it'd probably be better if I... If I just do this, I can just do this. It's simple. Okay. And then, of course, we also have to make the heavy oil, so... We need an oil refinery and a chem plant. So if I just put you here, and then I go simple coal liquefaction. You're going to need sulfuric acid. Bleh. I can actually do it like that. And then I just need to bring in coal and calcite. Which would be here. Okay, so we'd want to collapse it right about here. That's down here. Okay. Yeah, because that'll be easier than trying to do it up here. Bring it down, then collapse. And then we turn heavy oil into lube. Okay, and then that's a slight surplus of lube. That is exact. Okay. So we just need to okay, let's throw down some power. Oh, excellent. Okay, let's get those cliff explosives automated. What do they take? Where would you put them? Explosives, a barrel, calcite, and a grenade. Okay. Well, I think the first thing I need is I need to make barrels. Just plain old barrels. You know what? Let's not use all of our stuff on this. Go ahead and get some productivity on here for your barrels. Okay. Okay, now what else did I need? I needed calcite. I believe that's in the logistics network. We have this polling. Oh, yes. Okay, we need calcite. Explosives, not a lot of explosives actually. Okay. So where am I making explosives? Over here? Okay. Okay, and then we need grenades. Which we do not have any grenades. Okay. We can definitely siphon off of here. Now let's do it down here. Okay. So that's, yep, that'll be everything I need. Okay, and then we'll go down here. We'll change this to cliff explosives. Alright. And these stack up to 20. Okay. Now, no, not what I want. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, no, that's not what I... This is what I wanted to do. Okay. Wait, are they different cliffs? No, there were different icons for it. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, that'll keep things busy for a little bit. Okay, so that should produce all of that. Then we just need to bring batteries in, steel, and green chips. Okay. Okay, we need more green chips. Well, that should be enough, actually. So we'll put this here. And we will filter off the engines. And then we'll have green chips going here. Ooh, actually, hold on. So if you filter out that, then I can do this. Okay. That'll keep the green chips going. Okay, so now we need the batteries and steel. So steel we have... Yep, steel is on the line, so... Alright. Left my water on the opposite side of the room again. Steel. Yeah, steel can come in through here probably is fine, or around through here, because then we need to get batteries and... Well, I'm not making batteries anywhere. I'm getting caught. Okay. How many batteries does this need? This needs 1.05 batteries, and that's made in one of you, I assume. Okay, cryogenics, sulfuric acid, iron plates, copper plates. I don't need to worry about productivity on this, so if I fully do this out, .95. A little bit more. Okay. It's a little bit too much now. Probably a lot too much, actually. Yeah, okay. Okay, slight surplus. Did I just... That would have been good to know that I could just bring it up. Last thing I selected like that, okay. So you're gonna need sulfuric acid. Easy enough. I'm gonna have sulfuric acid coming in. Well, maybe if I drop this slightly. Or like that. That's probably is. Actually, I could go all the way down to here, couldn't I? We can figure that out, but that's gonna be... Okay. Okay. And then I can either bring it in through here or up through here. So we want this to be iron and copper. Okay. But then I need to get the batteries out. Well, that's... That might be why I want to do this. Okay. And that one should be steel, right? Yep, steel. Okay. Wait, this is... No, I can still make this work. Okay, so we're going to want steel here. Wait a minute. Is that... I could bring steel directly to this spot. And have it turn in. I should be able to do that. Okay, first off, we can send the engines through. Do the first part. Okay, so the engines will go here. Right. No, they actually have to go up here. Okay. Okay, let's get... My goodness. Oh yeah, you're gonna be busy for a little while. Low on grenades, huh? How are my grenades doing? Well, there's plenty of you there. How many drones can access a chest at the same time? So I wonder if that's the issue. I'll have to look into that later. We need to get green circuits down, so we want to go from here down to here. Okay. So first of all, here to here, here to here. That's right, because I'm forcing all the stone up this way for what purpose? Walls. Okay. What's the likelihood I send blue chips back this way, or... Well, I don't know yet, but we'll just leave it there just in case. Okay. Okay, there you are. Oh, this actually causes a slight issue for me, doesn't it? Yeah, a slight issue. You should just go from here to here. Just entirely. That'll just make that easier for me. Let's get these set up. This setup. Okay, so okay, so we want to collapse. Okay. Okay, don't accidentally highlight that. That's horrible. Okay. So we need to get copper plates and you also need to get steel over here. So steel. Let's just bring steel over here. Okay. Now we need to get the plates over here. So let's just do this the easy way. So we're gonna have you go from here to here. Okay. Alright, now we should be making that. Okay, perfect. Now, how many of these am I producing? Let's go with 7 on each side. So let's go with... We have enough room to move it around this way, so we're going to put you here. Right there. then we're gonna feed this back up to wherever I'm gonna do yellow science. So you also need all of this. For this is really slow. You know what? I am gonna look it up right now. Let's see. Where's the wiki? Let's look it up. Logistics. No, I don't want the. No, that's not. Drone. Oh, there we go. It's called a robotic network. There we go. Let's see. Da, 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 da. I'm not seeing anything on this wiki page. Am I missing it? Okay, let's just Google a general thing. No, it doesn't seem like there's a limit. It's just... Yeah, there shouldn't be a limit, it seems. Okay. But it's struggling here to keep up, and there are a number of available logistic bots. Yeah. Available logistic bots. And you're not getting your grenades. Where are you taking? Okay, you're trying to prioritize this. You're prioritizing distance, but there's enough of you to where it shouldn't be an issue. There's one guy going up here to get a grenade. No, he's just a busy guy. Is it because it's just so far away? So you have everything you need now except for the grenade. Now you've made one. Hold on. Grenades. Grenades. Where, oh yes, here it is. Oh, I'm not sure this is a good idea. Grenade, grenade, grenade. It's less than, I don't know, 1,000? Okay. Then I'll just force out a bunch of grenades. Alright. Anyways. So, oh yes, I need to make all of these. And so this is the easy part right here. How much space do you need for that? 24 of those a second. I am not producing that many, am I? Anywhere. Let me take a look. No, probably not. I think this is the only one that's feeding in. Well, that's 12. It's pretty good, but definitely not enough. We're starting to run low on red over here. Where is all the red going? Red goes this way. Goes up here. Is that it? Is it because of blue science? Am I using that much red to shorten it up? It's slowly shortening up. It's not an issue at the moment. Oh, I got something done. What was it? I wasn't paying attention. Coal liquefaction. Excellent. That's good at least. So I'm gonna need a lot of green chips and red chips. Okay, so we're gonna want to make more green chips. over here as well. So let's grab this. Actually, hold on. Did I make this? Oh, there's the advanced circuits. No. Okay, so let's... From here to here. Let's flip this because it'll be easier to flip the output than all the inputs. So we need at least one. So that's going to be 12 right there. This does not tile as well as I like it, does it? Tiles, oh, not really. Kind of. Yeah, let's just give it some space. And this is not tile well, does it at all? What is clashing? I'm trying to figure out what's the clashing element here if I do this. If that's okay. It might be... Oh. No, it's not going to work. Okay, so let's just give it a little bit of breathing room. Ah. What is that coming through? Oh, that's plastic. We don't need that at all. It's coming through on the other side. Steel. Yeah, we don't need those at all. Now, however, we should probably have this go all the way to the edge. So that way if we're going to do this, we can do this more properly. So now if I do this, okay. While that's doing that, Okay. Okay. Not struggling with explosives, but it's going a little faster now. Okay. That will produce a desired amount of green chips. Okay. Then this just needs red chips. 2.4. 3. We are not making enough to supply everything all at once. Okay. But ugh. And then we need these. I think we'll send these up. I could feed these backwards through the belts. What's using green right now? This one's using green. This one's pulling green. So I could send it backwards and start going that direction as well. Okay. So we're going to take this up to this section. Okay. Okay, so let's... This is going to be copper. This is going to be iron plates. I see, that's actually an interesting question I just thought of. How many copper and iron plates do you actually need? 36 and 24? I need more copper on this than the belt can output. And okay. So this will not produce at full demand until I get at least these in. Okay. Yeah. But it'll help. Okay. That means I can make forge down here. You are going to cast copper plates. And you are going to cast iron plates. 3.75 each. 36 and 24. Okay, so first of all, okay. How many of these do I need? 5. Okay. Hold on. Let's go stand closer because of the modules. So close. Let's... I just can't quite hit the number I want, apparently. Did I not check that one? Oh, okay. I'm very good at math. Oh, 6 a second, yep. I am very smart. Very smart. SMRT. Although you don't need as much, so how much do you need? You need 24, so you only need 4 of these. Okay. And 6 of these. And since we're going to be... Okay, and we're going to go... good. Good, good, good. Very good. Now, it definitely won't be at full capacity for a while, but that's okay. Good. Okay. Okay, so we gotta get molten copper in here somehow. Okay. And then we need 4 of these. Okay, actually, hold on. You can put out 5. Yeah. Right about here is probably good enough. Okay. So okay. Actually, that's a good question. That's a good question, brain. This will produce 18. This needs 18. Okay. So we just keep these isolated. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I can do that. Definitely. I sure definitely have an idea on how I can do that. Okay, so hold on, so you're going to produce 6, you're going to produce 6, then you produce 6. Okay. See, this, this, this. And that puts 12 on one side and 6 on the other. Okay. Okay. Now let's bring... not through that. That looks like a nightmare. That's the molten copper. Can you... How far can you jump? Perfect. Well, that would help. There we go. Oh, you go there. Okay, now we want to get iron down here. Okay. So, blue is iron. Got it. Okay. Let's stop that. So now we have asteroid reprocessing, which... So there's coal liquefaction. So I think that just saves me a few steps. Requires a bit of steam to get started. I think I could think of something. So you take an asteroid and you just throw it randomly in to see if you get one of these two. 20% chance you just lose it. Okay. And then these are the advanced stuff, so that also gives out copper. Okay, so it's slower. Gives out less iron in exchange for copper and less of a chance to get a chunk back. I'm imagining that's the same, but you get sulfur. And this one gets you calcite. Okay. That's a future concern. Yep, okay. What was I doing? Oh yes, I needed all of this for my blue chips. So, let's just create a little spaghettification here. Okay. And I don't know how much that is making, but we will do this just out of precaution. Okay. Although, no, what I should be doing is this. Prioritize the right side there, and then we'll figure out what to do from there. Okay. Okay. We almost have yellow. Okay. All of you, go back here for now. You, should I have you four just set up for... Should I set you up right away? I'm gonna go with yes. Is your smaller footprint. Yes, I need some space to... Hold on. Will this work? If I go here, 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 here. Okay, so that will work. Not what I really wanted to do, but that's okay. Okay, so then we bring up plastic somewhere. And then we output... Let's just assume we chain this for a little bit. Well, this works best as a horizontal. Yeah. Okay, this will be fine. Not that one. We don't need those ones here. Actually, what's the power consumption on this? Yeah, we'll save what power we can. Okay. Okay, so now I need... Now, I need to bring in... the copper. And the iron. Okay, what is the best way for me to do this? Because if I bring it over here on the side, maybe... Hold on. If I do this... Okay, why aren't you connected to the... Ugh. Limitations. Okay. I believe I want copper here. Yep, that is correct. Huh. Uh... No, that's not a good idea. That's not good. What is this? Do I really need lava? Okay. Alright, so now we need this. And we need... Okay. Because it needs a lot of green chips. So green chips can come on the outside. Okay, put that there. And then what I need is this. And then if I do something really weird, I can take up the red chips on and output it to the same belt and filter it at the end. Very devious. Okay, but let's think of how that's gonna look. So at some point I would have to do this. And this to get them on the inside tracks. Okay. put you there. There's one more thing I've got to do. Okay. So that will be the green chips in. Okay. This and this are going to be where the red chips go in. And then at a certain point, so we need 16 of them. Okay. We need up to here. Oh, hold on. Let's cut this back a bit. To here. There we go. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay. And I'm stuck. That could be fun. Let's do... Hold on. Nope, they're all in low enough numbers to where it won't be an issue. Okay. Do I care? Kind of. It'll be fine, probably. Just leave it sit there. Okay. Perfect. Now... Okay. Alrighty then, so a second. So if I do this, go this wide. Leave enough space here to output on both sides. Yep. Go all the way up to here. If you go all the way down to here. Let's see. So we want you to take in here, 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 here. Here, 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 here. And just because okay. 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 So now we got yellow going. Okay. Alright, let's just make sure I cleared the path properly, and I didn't. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Ah. I just had to go ahead and mark everything, didn't I? Oh. Well, I'm thinking about that. Should I keep some of those on me? Just in case, might as well keep a stack on me. That'll be fine. Okay. Well, I can research anything with yellow now, so let's see. Personal battery Mark II, not really care about. Robot worker speed. Yep. Military Ford. Yep. Portable fission reactor. Yep. Laser shooting speed. Sure. Flammables? Yep. Explosives? Sounds good to me. Laser weapon damage. Sure. Okay. Kicking on, kicking on. You're not kicked on yet. The very end here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Man, this is getting a mess. It started neat. It started neat, and then chaos, 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 chaos. I guess I needed a lot of power. Looks like we're doing okay at the moment. We are now starting to pump out stone. Wonder if I should be bringing this down and around through here. Why aren't you... You don't have any calcite. Okay. Any other issues? Yeah, I think bringing this around over here might be the better call. So let's... Okay. So that'll at least even it out. Oh, and I can also have it prioritize what comes in on the inside as well. And this basically just forces everything up to prioritize this area real quick. Okay. Is there anything that's pretty enough for me to take a screenshot of? Well, here's a nice, compact, tight nightmare. This one? Okay. And it's... I believe it's... Let's move this over here real quick. Alright. Thank you, program, for not quite working right. Oh, is it going now? I don't know. There we go. Okay, at least one of them worked. Alright. Wonder what's going on with that. Okay. Now I have to make all of this stuff, and I don't think I have enough room over here anymore for it. Yeah, so I'll have to... Maybe I can make some room over here. I'll have to feed a bunch of stuff backwards for this. What is this? Stone, steel. I can cast both of those, so I don't have to worry about that. Probably gonna start sending a bunch of stuff back that way as well for this. Okay, hold on. Maybe above is the right choice because we have bricks right here, so we could continue to get bricks because I need bricks for these furnaces. So I could call the bricks upwards and use space up here to do it. Yeah, that might be a plan. Okay, so let's pop down some robo power stations real quick. So you here. Okay, so I think I'll be able to make that work. All right. We are up to just under 60 hours now. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next session. Bye-bye.